And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Benedict. Catch in the middle, inside him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Isaac. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on fourth down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the middle, it's Francis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice job by this offense converting to 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
That's caught. It's Francis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds his way for 3 after the...
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking downfield, it's Benedict. Grabbed over the middle, it's Isaac.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Back to throw, it's Benedict. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 17, Indiana 3.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Kick is in the air. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got room to work. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The give out of the gun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Benedict. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
A third down try for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away on fourth down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking to throw, it's Benedict. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it along the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Indiana, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Caught. On the move at the 30. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finding open areas. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Catch in the middle, it's high. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah.
Right down the gut of the field. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
45, Indiana, 3.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Hoosiers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll go to the ground. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Benedict. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it, and the defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
They'll try the outside to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Green 25.
He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On the double.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long.
Get set.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off. You try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll put... It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the